So I messaged about an hour before the meetup and he has not responded. He hasn't even read the message. Yeah, that's why you never head out until you get the confirmation beforehand, especially if you're going even longer distances. We have quite a bit of artifacting on the graphics side of things. This is not what I'm expecting. So I'm getting ready to go pick up a graphics card right now. It's a GTX 1080 Ti, which I found in my local area, and it's not super close. It's about 30 minutes away from me, but it's well worth the trip because of the price. The card is listed here. It only says GeForce GTX. Looking at the pictures though, you can see it is the Strix card. I wasn't sure if this was actually a 1080 Ti, but looking at the connectors, the 1080 non-Ti would have a 6-pin, 8-pin. This is double 8-pin, so this is indeed a 1080 Ti. So the seller originally had it up for what looks to be $200. $200 is way too expensive for what the card is. It's worth closer to like $130 to $140 based on eBay prices. The seller lowered it to $100, which is a pretty good price. So I sent a message last night seeing if it was available, and he said that it was. I also asked if he would take $80 for it just to see if he was firm on that $100 or not. I mean, I'd be okay with paying $100 for a 1080 Ti. I think that's still a good deal, but I was just seeing if I could make it a great deal. And surprisingly enough, he said, yeah, sure, he'd take $80. We determined a time and a place that we're gonna meet, and at this point his communication is like really good. He's responding to everything in a timely manner. I say I'll message in the morning to reconfirm before heading out. And I also ask if I can, test the card when I get there, and he sends a thumbs up. So everything seems good, right? Wrong, because after this, I get nothing. So I messaged about an hour before the meetup and he has not responded. He hasn't even read the message. No read receipts or check marks or anything like that. So then I sent a follow-up message after that saying, like waiting on your confirmation before heading out. By this point, I'm going to be late to the meetup. We plan to meet at 11. It's going to take me 30 minutes to get there, and he's not sending a message, and I still got to pack the car and everything. So yeah, I'm going to be late, but I'm not going to head out until he tells me he's ready. So this sucks, but this is what we're gonna do. While I was browsing on OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace where I found this ad, I also came across an ad. This one was actually on OfferUp for some power supplies, which I also need for an upcoming build that I'm doing. And coincidentally, the power supply is actually on the way to the 1080 Ti. The power supplies are in a town called Woodinville, which is on the way to a town called Monroe, where the 1080 Ti seller is. So I'm still willing to drive to meet this 1080 Ti seller. I just need confirmation that he's gonna show up. So in the meantime, let's head out and see if I can get myself a power supply. Yeah, that's just one of the things that you have to deal with when buying and selling locally. This drive would have been to get to the seller, what, 30 minutes? Actually, it was like 34 minutes with a little bit of traffic each way. That would have been over an hour of wasted time just driving and gas too. So yeah, that's why you never head out until you get the confirmation beforehand, especially if you're going even longer distances. Take that as a tip for if you're just dealing in your local area, local-ish area. This next place that I am going to though is called PC Recycle in Woodinville, Washington. And they're a place that, you can drop off old electronics, UPS batteries, things like that. It seems like they refurbish or resell anything that is still usable. Not everything that people drop off to recycle is like broken. Some stuff is just kind of like donating to Goodwill almost. So it seems like they do have a storefront where they sell stuff. And I'm particularly interested in some low-priced power supplies. They have an OfferUp listing, and this is actually how I found them. It listed that they had power supplies 500 to 599 watts is $15, and then 600 to 699 watts is $20. So I'm looking for anything between 500 to just under 700 watts. And for $20 or less, that's enough for the build that I'm doing. I'm doing a pretty cheap build. I called in and they didn't pick up. They had like an automated messaging system with no options to talk to a store rep. So I just have to go and see what they have. Hopefully they have stuff left.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, good. Is it alright if I record? I kind of record myself buying
Channel. You do vintage PC stuff.
budget PCs. Yes, that is what I do. Yeah.
I recognize you. So he buys like PC stuff and builds them and does.
I show people how to build like PCs for cheaper, reuse old parts and stuff, keep e-waste out. That's what this is. So that's why I wanted to ask if it was okay.
So it's YouTube, yeah, right?
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, PC recycle wooden bill.
Yep. Yeah. I gave you guys a shout out, but officially,
In the right place, you know?
I will. Okay. Any 500 to 699 watt power supply, $20 or less. All right here. Okay.
I've got a whole bin out of the back all tested. I'm not sure what's down there.
This is actually my first time here. This is a pretty cool place.
Yeah, they cleaned it up quite a bit. This all used to be wide open.
Are you guys both employees as well?
No.
Oh.
I buy a lot of stuff.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Come on, we buy it. If this is for your channel, I mean, these guys are regular customers. What do you think of the service here and the stuff?
It's absolutely bloody terrible. No, I'm kidding. No, they treat you pretty good here. They treat you pretty good here. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
What premium customer service, dude? What do you mean pretty good? Yeah?
Well, I don't want to give my secrets away.
Hey, what's your name?
I'm Danny, by the way. What's your name?
Yes, that's something else where we should start at the beginning.
Yes, we should.
Just walk back in and say hi.
Shall we do it all again? Take two.
Hey, you guys do this all scripted.
Danny.
You can tell it's scripted.
Yeah.
I'm Chris.
Chris?
Nice to meet you.
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for your viewership, by the way.
Yeah. No, I remember the video you made of the guy that had the very vague, no bullshit,
Yeah.
already tested, just come with money.
That was the reason. He was a very nice guy. Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Well, you should
But
be-
before your video, but I saw them like,
What? You're shopping somewhere else?
yeah, of course. When one milk doesn't,
help run
when
a
one cow doesn't
retro
produce
video
milk,
game
I gotta
community
go for
here, so-
another one.
Okay. Which one? Betcha.
G-Sarge, Greater Seattle area retro gamers.
Okay.
Okay,
Is
so-
this an organization, or do you guys have also a storefront that?
It's just a
Just a group? A group?
collective
Gotcha.
Are really into retro video games and computers.
What size power supply do you want?
Gotcha. Okay, so I was looking to spend $20 or less. I'm trying to build like a $300 system, so that doesn't afford much for a power supply.
$20 or less.
Yeah, which is $6.99 or
this
less.
Is PC recycle.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is not Value Village.
I know.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
But I'm down to spend up to $30, which is 800 watts or less. Can I check out the connectors? Because I might need 2 8-pins. That would be the only thing, depending on the graphics card.
Oh yeah, hold on. The modular so much.
Yeah.
Boring.
That's the only thing about the modular ones.
Don't get one that's got everything on it already.
That-
Where'd the bin go towards you at, Don?
Huh?
There was a huge tub of bin.
Oh man, mixing and matching modular cables.
It gets here.
I would have to look at the pinout. That might take a bit. How about that one, that Corsair? That
This one?
is not modular, which I don't care about because I'll just
Oh,
check
that's
the
got all your
cables.
connections
It's
on
got
there, right
everything.
there. There you go.
And you said these might not have been tested yet, which is fine because
No,
I
these
can.
are all tested.
Oh, they're all tested. Okay.
Okay, 25. Don't look at me like that. I can put it back up again.
No. I'm just saying. Would you have done that to any customer, right?
Say it again.
You would have done that to any customer.
Oh no, just superstars that walk in. That's
Dude, the comment section, they will take any chance to like criticize you. They'll be like, oh, you didn't get that really for 25. Normal people would have paid more. So I don't want to like, give them anything to.
I don't care. We just do good things for nice people.
All right,
That's-
I believe it.
Right. So, anything else?
Were you guys the one that also had, because I've been looking at multiple off-road listings, that had a bunch of 580s or 480s, like a stack of them? It might have been a different recycling
RX.
shop. RX,
RXs, yeah,
yeah.
what's
For like,
happening?
for like $40.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I take a look at the different models?
8 gigabyte.
Yeah, 8 gigabytes too. That's a good deal.
Well, good luck on the build. I guess I'll have to watch and see what pops up. See
All right,
my
thanks.
Beautiful face up there. Have a good one.
Yep. See you guys.
GTX 1060. These should both be RX 580s.
Okay.
What's it, MSI one? RX 580. It's still a pretty good.
Oh, I love these cards. Yeah. Can I get this RX 580 right here?
You can.
Okay. And let's see. I
Any
think.
problems? I mean, they've all been tested, but they're all electrical. Any problems, bring it back.
Okay.
No argument. Swap it or give you a refund.
Oh yeah. Sounds good. And then SSDs.
Size?
let's see, so NVMe, and then I guess what's the price difference between 256 versus 512?
NVMe's?
Yeah.
Not sure. Let me have a look.
Okay.
Is it going to be NVMe or SSD as well?
You know what? The 2.5-inch SSDs would be fine too.
I'm going to do you Samsung Evo.
Yep.
500 gig.
Yeah.
For $22.
22 bucks? I think that's fair.
That is fair.
Yeah, very fair.
That's really fair. So, 40. What else am I going to do that one for?
That was going to be 25.
25.
Yeah.
Okay, 65, 75, 85, $87.
Okay,
How does that sound?
that sounds great.
So, what's your channel?
So it's called Nerd on a Budget.
I'm going to have a look at that.
It's interesting, the people I meet when I'm buying like used stuff.
Well, I'm
So
a pretty interesting person to meet because I'm on the TV tomorrow.
you're on the TV
Netflix.
tomorrow?
Netflix. Second tomorrow, is it?
Tomorrow is the second, yeah.
Netflix.
What are you going to be on?
Unsolved Mysteries. It's all about me.
What's it called?
Unsolved Mysteries.
Unsolved
The new
Mysteries?
batch to drop in. It's all about me.
What?
Yeah. So yeah, you meet interesting people as well.
Okay.
I know when you watch that, you'll find out just how interesting. In
Okay.
the meantime. All right. Fantastic.
All right, well,
So-
Don, thank you very much. I appreciate your help.
Did I? Come back to you soon.
Yep, for sure. I definitely.
Cheers, buddy. Any problems? You know where to find me.
Yep, will do. Thanks. All right, so there we go. We've got the 860 Evo 500 gigabyte SSD, 22 bucks, $40 MSI Gaming, 8 gigabyte RX 580, and then we've got the TX 750 watt power supply, non-modular, but at least the good thing about it being non-modular is that at least we know all the cables are here. Let's check on that 1080 Ti seller, see if there's any messages. We're pretty much 2 hours past the meet time now, and nothing. Just good thing I didn't waste my time driving out there before he confirmed back. So let's get home, test these parts out, and end out the video. All right, we are home. So let's get these parts tested. I didn't want to sit there and, you know, test, because I want to do longer term testing. I'm not going to sit in their parking lot for like an hour with my trunk test bench and test it. So I'm just going to quickly put it through my rounds of testing. And because this power supply for the system that I'm going to plan on using it in, it should be fine. I should be running at like less than 50% of what this is rated for, but I'm just curious, you know, how far I could test this, and I kind of want to push it at least a bit higher than that so I can get some confidence long term. You know, I mean, even though a unit is old, it could have just been sitting for a really long time not being used, so it might have a lot of life left in it, or it could just be on the way out. So I do want to put a bigger graphics card in the system eventually, but for now I'm going to test the 580, the SSD. I'm just going to look at Crystal Disk Info just to look at the history of it, and then you know, test this together with the power supply. So let me get this hooked up. All right, let's take a look at the Crystal Disk Info. 4.3 terabytes written. Power on count is 51, and power on hours is almost 10,000 hours. Drive is in good health, and yeah, pretty solid pickup for 22 bucks. Let's get Unigen set up real quick. Yeah, everything, I mean, seems to be fine. And I spoke too soon. It looks like we have quite a bit of artifacting on the graphics side of things. This is not what I'm expecting. So, so it could be a number of things. I'm gonna do a couple of things. I'm going to, and then it just, okay, we blue screened. I'm gonna try the other PCIe 8-pin cable that comes with the power supply just to see if it's a power supply thing, and if that still has trouble, then I'm gonna try with my own power supply that I know is working with no issues, that I've used like high-end graphics cards on. So yeah, because we've got multiple new to me things, used parts, we don't know what the exact problem is, but I mean, I have everything to be able to troubleshoot it. So let me shut this down, and we're gonna try the other cable. Let's see how this does. Switched the connector there, reseated it. Yeah, we still got some artifacting. See all those dots popping up, as well as something just happened right there that's not supposed to happen in this scene. So yeah, let me switch the go back to my power supply. And if with my power supply it still has this issue, it's gonna crash again, it looks like. Yeah, if it still has this issue with my power supply, then we know it's the card. Yeah, so benchmark crash, let me shut down. All right, we've got my power supply hooked back up. Yep, it is still artifacting. The card is the issue. So they're closed now. So I'm gonna have to go run there tomorrow and ask for an exchange for a different card. No big deal. This is just, yeah, sometimes you deal with this with used hardware. How's it going, Don? I am back.
How you doing?
Good.
Problem?
Yeah, so
No problem.
the card, so I put it through different tests. I can show you the footage of it.
No, I trust you.
Yeah.
No problem. Okay, so how would you like a refund or replacement?
I mean, that XFX one that you had that I didn't choose, I'm down with that one.
XFX one?
Yeah.
I think that was the one.
Yes, that was the one, yeah.
I would just put it in something just to double check it now for you, but I haven't got anything.
Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah.
I've got nothing open. But okay,
Yeah.
we'll scrap that one.
All right.
All right.
Thank you very much. So,
Sorry for the inconvenience.
yeah, no worries.
Put that in there.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, okay, sorry about that. Any problems again, inside, do call again and we'll sort you out. We'll give you a refund.
For
But if
sure.
you have to come back again, I will put it in the damn machine myself and we'll run the test.
yeah, no worries. Thank you.
Yeah,
All right.
fantastic there.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
All right, we're back home with the XFX card. Let's get this popped in and check it out. I actually tested the power supply last night against 6900 XT, which is, I forgot what the power draw on it, but it's like close to 300 watts. Pretty much way overkill for anything I'm going to throw on this power supply. So I tested that last night, long term, and the power supply did just fine. So SSD, power supply, and then now we're going to finalize checking this other RX 580, and then we should be good to go. Yeah, so everything is looking fine so far. No artifacting, no like stuttering or anything like that. Temperatures are looking to be about 72 degrees, which for a 100% heavy workload is about normal. Fans are spinning just fine. You can't see it because it's too dark, but everything's looking good. Test is done, 1080p medium in the 8000s. Let's compare results online though. There's so many different 580s to choose from, but I'm choosing the XFX one, the one that I have. And there is one result, this Beaver person, they got 8314, so pretty much on the dot with what I got. So that benchmarking run was just like a quick 4 or 5 minute test. But I do want to test this out for longer, so what I'm going to do is up the settings to extreme and go into the game mode where I can just let this run on loop for an extended amount of time. So I'm going to let it run for an hour or so just to make sure nothing goes wrong for like a more extended duration. I think we should be good, but we'll see. Why didn't anybody tell me the other scene had such bad lighting? Oh my goodness. All right, the RX 580 has been running superposition in extreme mode for well over an hour now, and there's been no problems. Temperatures look fine. It's in like the mid 70s as expected. So I think we're good to go. But that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I started off this journey, you know, trying to get a deal on a GTX 1080 Ti, but ended up with an RX 580 8GB, a 500 gigabyte Samsung 860 EVO 2.5 inch drive, and a 750 watt power supply instead for about the same amount of money. So not as powerful of a graphics card, but other pieces of hardware that will be useful for upcoming budget builds. Not only that though, I also got to check out a PC recycling center and used hardware shop run by some pretty nice folks, so I can't be mad at that. If you're ever in the greater Seattle area, definitely check out PC Recycle in Woodinville and show them some love. They were great. The 1080 Ti seller actually did get back to me last night. He said, hey, completely forgot, sorry. And I mean, I get it. Sometimes things happen, things come up. I'm just glad I didn't end up going out there and wasting my time, because it's not like he responded, you know, like 15, 20, 30 minutes after the fact. It was a whole 7 to almost 8 hours after the fact. But I told him, you know, all good. I think I'll pass on the card for now unless you're ever up in my neck of the woods and can meet up to sell it, because I don't want to try to do this again and have a repeat of what happened. The card would have been a great deal, but great deals come and go. There will be others. But yeah, I always love hearing your stories in the comments. So with relation to this video, let me know if you've ever been ghosted when buying or selling hardware before, especially if you had to drive like a pretty good distance and ended up having your time wasted. That always sucks, but I know it happens. So if you have a story like that, share down below. Also, let me know down in the comments, you know, any awesome used hardware deals that you've picked up recently in your local area. I always love hearing about that. But yeah, I want to thank you all as always for watching. Thanks to the channel members for their above and beyond support. And thanks to PC Recycling for what they do with curbing e-waste, as well as just having a storefront for people who may not have as much money but still want to get into either PCs or PC gaming. Always great when you see stuff like that in the community. But yeah, as always, be safe out there, and I will see you all down in the comments as well as the next stream and or video. Bye.